Mick Cronin had a hilarious quote that I want to come back to this weekend. I I can't remember. Are you a Mick Cronin guy or not?
Am I a Mick Cronin guy? Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'll be curious if you like this quote or not. This was a very your coach at Albion quote, I feel like, if he was talking about you. Mick Cronin came to the podium and said, Eric Dixon, it's not like he's a great athlete. He got 10 rebounds. The other kid, Burton, he played 4 years at Richmond. Very loaded comments, like kind of really going personally at two of the players on Villanova who really won Villanova the game against UCLA. If you listen to the full quote, if you watch the full video, Cronin is trying to make a clear point about Adam Bona, who just had a horrible game. And Cronin was calling out his effort. The part that got clipped and written by all of these sites was just the words about the Villanova players. So it made it a little better if you saw the full video. But are you okay with this quote from Mick Cronin? Do you think it's ridiculous? How do you feel?
I think I'm in the minority of this, and I'm okay with it.
Whoa.
I am, to be honest with you. It, one, I think the Adem Bona part is a big factor in this, and I get it. Like, you don't want to personally name kids like that. Could he have maybe worded it differently? Yes, but it's used as a tactic to come back to the fact that he wants to motivate his own players and do his own things. And Adem Bona, like I even stated in the preview that I did, this should have been a game that he dominated. Eric Dixon should not be able to hang with him. Other guys on his team should not be able to hang with him. That is a fact in my eyes. Did they catch a stray because of what the point was that he wanted to talk about his own players? Yeah, but I just don't see that big of an issue with it. Like, maybe if I'm Eric Dixon and those guys, I'm like, damn, Mick Cronin's disrespecting me, which he kind of is. He's saying that Adem Bona is better than him, but like, who really cares? Isn't most coaches going to say that their player is better than the other player on the other team? Like, that's normal to me.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised this is your stance, but I don't agree with it. Connor Hope had a good poll on Cronin. He says, in 5 seasons at the helm of UCLA, Mick Cronin has not brought in one up transfer. He's only added 3 transfers during his Bruins tenure. All 3 came from high major schools. So, like, pretty clearly some animosity to the mid-major level here from Mick, which honestly, from a portal perspective, I don't mind that element of it. Like if Mick had come to the podium and just been like, look, our center got outworked by 2 mid-major guys who are now at Villanova. If he had been more broad about that, I don't have a huge issue with it because I hate up transfers in general. I think that's a failing way to build a team. I think that's part of why Villanova is bad this year, by the way, is that they're built around these guys who are up transfers. I don't like going so personally at them. I don't like saying Eric Dixon is a bad athlete. I mean, the Burton thing, you didn't even mention his full name. You say the other kid, Burton, he played 4 years at Richmond. Like, that's supposed to be some horrible thing. He was super productive there. And now he's at Villanova because he earned that opportunity. So, like, imagine, let's just say hypothetically, like, Jeff Goodman's in a Zoom call with Field of 68 folks, and he drops a Carter Elliott. It's not like he's a great podcaster. He got 1 million impressions last week. Like, aren't you disgusted by that?
Am I disgusted by it?
Yeah, like, aren't you upset about that?
I mean, am I upset about it? Maybe a little bit, but also that ain't what you want to do. I'm built there. I'm built extremely differently.
So what do you think Eric Dixon's doing when he sees this quote? Like, what's Eric Dixon's approach?
Shit, if he's probably like that's hilarious because you thought that, and I went out there and I busted your big man's ass, and I'm probably gonna keep that. We're 2 petty MFers. You telling me you're not keeping a chip? I love keeping a chip.
I like a chip too. It's a crack, not a chip. It's always there. But to me, I would have loved if Eric Dixon came out and said something publicly after this. Like, if I'm Eric Dixon on a Saturday night and I see this, I can't quote tweet that fast enough with like just a screenshot of the ESPN app with the score.
Yeah, but also, like, what's he supposed to say? That my coach outcoached your coach or something like that? Then he'd be a liar.
I don't know. He could have like put a turtleneck on and done like a little fireside chat and just read off his stats and then read off Adem bonus stats in the game. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a petty MFer. So
Yeah. I'm shit. I'm all for it. Why not? Call him out. At least if you're gonna send a shot, at least send it.
okay. All right. Mick will be interesting, but what an add to the Big Ten Conference coming soon. I don't think there will be a shortage of Mick Cronin moments. And for how many years we get Mick Cronin and Tom Izzo overlapping, there's going to be some sort of moment between those two. I can feel that coming.